great way to start a video. Hi, folks. Rob Downson, Managed IT Solutions, and welcome to a Tuesday Tech Talk. We're going to be trying to have these on a regular basis. I had originally planned to do this on Tuesday at 1. And some technical difficulties. Even IT guys have problems. We're human too. So we pushed it at 1:30. So anyhow, what we're looking to do is on a weekly basis cover some small tech topic. Spend 5-10 minutes discussing it, hopefully providing some insight, some possible education, some warnings sometimes as well. And so this week we're going to be doing something on cybersecurity. Next week we'll try to do something on AI, and then we'll have some longer content format on some webinars in the coming weeks. We'll let you know when those are available. You can sign up and we'll put links in our videos. So this week, I want to talk cybersecurity, something I've talked about before at different times, and it's password hygiene and how to use passwords, what to do with passwords, and MFA or multi-factor authentication, or 2FA for two-factor authentication, and using that to help with your passwords. Unfortunately, this topic comes up because the other week, one of my friends had posted that she had lost $10,000 of her money. Hackers had gotten into one of her financial accounts and transferred the cash out. So that money is gone. I have not seen an update that she's been made whole by her banking institution, but usually it's fairly difficult to get them to do anything. And I don't know of any personal cyber liability or cyber fraud insurance policies that are available like there are for small businesses and larger businesses. So there's a couple of different ways that her password or they could have gotten into her account. It could be that a password was compromised and she, like a lot of people, yours truly included, reuse passwords. For my important passwords, for the most part, I have gotten rid of any duplications for my important passwords. That is not to say that for some unimportant passwords that I do not have some duplication. And in many cases, I do have MFA enabled or multi-factor enabled. So if somebody were to get my password, they'd still have to have my password token to, or my MFA token to be able to get in there. So yeah, that being said, go into your financial accounts, your banking accounts, your credit card accounts, go into your account settings, check security, and enable MFA. Most accounts will allow you to do MFA of some sort. I've had bank accounts where they would only allow me to do SMS or text messaging authentication as a secondary. Not my favorite, but still better than nothing. I've also had a bank that I had to use their banking app on my phone as my authenticator and approve logins, which is also, somewhat limiting that you have to use their account or their app, but not the end of the world, and still much better than just having a username and password. So a couple ways bad guys could have gotten in is, again, a username and password were breached and they were put out on the dark web. If you don't know what the dark web is, it is the seedy underside of that thing called the internet that we use on a daily basis. You have to have a special browser to get to it. It's called Tor browser. A lot of antivirus software these days will block the use of the Tor network and or the Tor browser. But if you can't get there, there are search engines for the dark web, and you can go find digital marketplaces where you can buy things like username and passwords and credit card numbers and social security numbers, and illegal weapons, illegal drugs, human organs, all types of things can be bought on the dark web these days. So there's every chance it was out there. You could use a website called Have I Been Pawned, PAWND.com, Have I Been Pawned, and check if your email address is associated with a known breach, in case you're curious. Some password managers out there actually will do it for you as well. So you can use something. We use Keeper internally. They do it. Other password managers that you could possibly use are going to be like 1Password, There is Bitwarden. I'm not a fan of LastPass because they've been hacked several times in the past few years. So, but other than that, most of them are free for personal use. If you're going to use it in your company, you need to pay a subscription for it. If you want to have a family plan and shared passwords, then of course you're going to have to pay for that as well. But you definitely want to get something in place and use it to generate new passwords, complex passwords. Over half my passwords, I have no clue what they are these days. They are something random generated by that piece of software. So, anybody put a gun to my head, I could not come up with my password for most things I deal with these days. For MFA, I use Duo and my password manager and Microsoft Authenticator. So you can use Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator. Duo is another one. You have to pay for that one. You should, in best practices, have a separate password manager from a authenticator app. But something's better than nothing some days, right? So that's where you want to go and aim for. So definitely go ahead and get that set up. Hit those sites and get your passwords changed out to something more complex and unique for each site, and enable MFA. And while you're at it, since you're changing passwords anyway, I would also recommend you go ahead and enable MFA on your social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Put in a unique password in the system. Enable MFA on those as well. You might think that's a silly thing that somebody's going to hack your personal accounts, and it's the problem. But in the great state of North Carolina, a few years ago, a gentleman had his Facebook account hacked, and come to find out, when his friends called him and asked him why he was posting child pornography on his Facebook stream. Fortunately, Facebook shut it down. He figured he would deal with it after the holidays to get his account back. And then that was a great plan until the sheriff's department came to his house the next day and arrested him. He was able to prove that it wasn't him who did it. But he still spent a day in jail. So change passwords, use MFA, enable MFA on all your accounts. That's the big thing that I want to get across today. Protect your money. You worked hard for it. Somebody shouldn't have to spend 2 seconds to take it from you. So if you have any questions about this, leave them in the comments. I'll try to get to them. If you have anything that you'd like me to go over, again, keep in mind, I'm trying to keep these to 5 or 10 minutes. Not too complicated if at all possible. Then go ahead and put those as well, and I'll see if I can loop them in. Again, looking to do this weekly on Tuesdays at 1 Eastern time, covering both cybersecurity and AI topics. I may repeat myself as time goes by, but I've repeated myself about passwords before, and I still see examples of it coming. So I want to make sure that everybody knows how important it is to get these things done. Finally, we will be having webinar Wednesdays in the coming weeks, where we'll have much longer topics related to cybersecurity and AI and how it can affect your business and how you can use in your business. Those will be events that you sign up for and register for. And so once we have those dates set, I'll start putting dates and links for signups on these as well. So again, appreciate your time today. Get a password manager, change those passwords, enable MFA. Talk to you later. Stay safe.